straight on in to game.
I think they were also testing the barrier there to make sure that our crew actually installed something sturdy, because that was getting rocked and rolled as well. But Spirit won the knife there on the CT side, and we are into the pistol round as Lige, equipped with the P250 again, has the opportunity to peer through mid. Patsy, the X Factor, up in the red room as the 1xBet odds are favoring the Dragon now. Jump spot might be noted here from Lige, but how much has Patsy seen? That mouth is moving, the heads are tucked.
Jakey and MC bringing you your observing goodness into this evening. Oh, how did he get away with that? Crosshair bang on the money. Lige shut down. Now there is some territory gained by Yakinda.
And Chopper's not doing a whole lot here. He's actually using Magix as bait. He's going back and forth between the long and short positions as Chopper just keeps his head down, waiting to activate late within the piece.
Yeah, they've only got a smoke and a flash now, and two members unarmored, so heavily leaning once again to a Team Spirit pistol here, seeming to build off that momentum of a very successful and stompy second map in favor of Team Spirit.
They're going to be allowed in. OC setting up a smoke here, and Nitro with a flash. Smoke towards the short side, flash towards mid side. Actually, it's deep. Yakinda's going to push.
Yeah, this is his fight. Oh, and he does stabilize nicely into Magix. Chopper goes unchecked. No one saw him. They don't see him. Oh, they run past. Chopper taps two head. That is beautiful. Brutality from the leader of Spirit. Yakinda demanded to clutch. He's got Chopper's USP. See if he can use it half as well as Chopper did.
Needs the ace here, Yakinda.
Ace clutch asked of Yakinda. He had a great dust too. A very near silent overpass. This could be one for the redemption. Oh, or not. Or not. With a tut of his tongue. Can we see it again from Chopper? I've never seen anyone go for the stare at the wall.
Yeah, the fact that he doesn't get cleared there, right? You see the smirk on Magic's face. He did everything he had to by just being the bait in this situation. The fact that Chopper allows them to swing on past, and the third is just icing on a beautiful cake. And wonderful, yeah, makes it more than that. Fantastic stuff from Spirit to secure themselves the pistol round here on Ancient. The third and deciding map of our final best of three of the day. And well, with Cloud9 and Outsiders finishing their affair, this is the main event. This is where all eyes are. And map 1, we had EU Yakinda. Map 2, we had NA Yakinda. And I think map 3, we're hoping to get the return of the Beast.
Before you start furiously typing, he's using NA as not applicable. Chopper puts him to bed. Yakinda, nothing for him in this one.
Yeah, that opening death column starting to grow a little bit, isn't it?
Certainly is, and then a furrowed brow of Nitro as he realizes very early into an already against the odds buy, forcing in. You got the bomb down, it makes sense.
It's always super difficult to get back through these doors. You know, teams have flirted with doing flashes through and making sure you molly this pocket position right now. We can see the Mac 10 of Nitro just clearing on out. But there's still so many angles that you have to worry about. I'm yet to see too many teams do a mega successful B lane retake if it's not out the gates or not a lion's share of the utility being dumped. But this is the AK of Naf now, patrolling, slinking, sliding up the tippy top of the ramp here, looking for anybody he can find.
Oh, warbang. Nav kept busy. Long range. Wow, Nitro does a lot with his SMG. OC
Two in here.
Finish, and it's one and done. Magix puts down OC. Magix so dynamic on the MP9, and it's his teammate Siren to finish it. Decibels go up. Magix unleashes, and he's going to be feeling the vibes. I think that overpass has really reinvigorated the boys.
Well, Boris, the Butcher, has the AK in hand now, and I can't wait to see more from him. Back when, well, SDY was on this team and we had Mir on the squad as well, we had such high hopes for this team as they broke out onto the scene. But this is the version that is more exciting, surprisingly so. We know what Magix is capable of. We've seen plenty of what Patsy has, and Wonderful starting to make a mark now too, as double mollies are dropped towards mid and Extinguish out from Liquid here. A great way to keep the CTs on their toes, but equipped with only pistols here. Can't be expecting a whole lot. And once again, Yakinda off on a solo adventure. We have seen quite a lot from the point man.
He might fall to the same fate. Chopper's crosshair is bang on the money, and this one is set.
Let me just notch down that opening there. Okay.
You can use Yakinda's blood if you run out of ink. There's plenty of it.
I'm sure Alicia's just smiling from ear to ear that it's not him first in the grave round after round, but that's the 3-0 start. And now the guns to come out for Team Liquid. Yeah, do it again. We heard that slap. I genuinely heard that slap in this massive room.
Yeah, they do it extrally. Oh, I really am tired, aren't I? Extrally.
Extrally.
Yeah.
Well, I like it when we combine words. It's fun. Someone should make like a dictionary of Chalix's combinations.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. Let's go, round 4. Let's see if we get that spree of early CT from Patsy. It's easy. Elige this time is his victim. He is so consistently finding a way in on defensive offense. And Chopper's doing it another level. Now, Yakinda does slip the net. Nitro as well advancing, so he's going to have to return and react, and Yakinda slaps Patsy back down on cave. Chopper cleared.
In the meantime, OC dealt with Siren's A push as well. So they've actually handled everything across the map here. And a round that started poorly has finished perfectly. So really good stuff from Yakinda. That's what we want to see. And when teams do the press with the 2 mid and the aggressive cave play as well, there is the weakness of the ramp. And it was found, it was exploited, and the first round for Liquid has been notched on the board in about 30 seconds time. How are you going to replicate that, though?
To hold on to that AWAP.
They got money for a buy in the next, by the looks of things. Siren has plenty. Chopper 2. Patsy with the lost bonus. This is Magic's the one who will be in the conversation, but he made it work with the MP9 before. Might be able to get himself into the silence zone 4.
Diffused.
Yeah, should have more than enough as old Magic's here. So, all good in the hood. 4 stay alive. Good to see Cloud9 close as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there is a lot of eyes on Cloud9 into this tournament.
They're another one of these names, right? After the Dallas victory,
exactly.
That's a huge win for them, and maybe one that could bring them to the next level. I think if we see the confidence out of Shiro and Axel in wanting to take fights, that for me is the key.
I would echo your sentiment. Yeah, no, I think it was never a question of their ability, simply their belief in their ability against some of the real top dogs. Oh, here we go. Patsy's off to no good again, just finding a new push and looking for the same result. He has managed to thread the needle. This time Yakinda's down and they're not going to be ready for this. He's already tickling the toes of OC. Nitro to one back. And Chopper, he could win the round right here if he does find Nitro. That's all the utility on his belt.
This is absurd now.
Yeah.
That push is insane.
Yeah, he's going to keep finding these gaps. I don't know what it is. He's got that like just secret sauce. Naf has made Magic's rethink his choices, and it's Chopper who immediately fills that gap and stops Naf from taking space. So Liquid are definitely up the creek, and that paddle is hard to find.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, rotates over to B. That would be the right call because Siren has mid covered off from the donut position. Now, this round's not done just yet due to the passive stance from Team Spirit over towards the B bomb site. Elige and Nitro, these would be the franchise players for Liquid here. Smoke, 3 flashes, and a Dream with 50 seconds left on the clock. They are looking to pivot on back, and Donut has been widened a little bit, but they don't have a molly to try and flush out Siren. If he just stays tucked, he's almost destined to get a minimum of 1 kill.
Siren. Perfect on the first. The trade not possible. The Flames could if Siren does cross back, and yeah, he's just dealt with it. Taken down afterwards, forced to rebuy, but they're up already. Spirit, a great start to the CT campaign.
Yeah, and I was just taking a look at some of the numbers from the play-in stage, right? And it was the most CT-sided map, Ancient, and there was also a big half that was just played out from outsiders on their CT side, and that meant that Cloud9 had to do the same to close. So, still has quite the CT lean at the moment. Doesn't feel like the map has been completely figured out in the way that it required for a lot of teams to be posting 5-6 rounds on their T sides. So I'm curious how many is par for the course as far as Liquid's concerned.
I'm going to start watching some Patsy demos. Yeah, he's just got some incredible pace.
Bit of flair to him as well.
He's definitely got flair, but it's just like these are tier 1 teams. This is IEM Cologne, and he's managing to repeatedly get away with what we all dream of when we say, I'll go have a peek.
Well, the thing with that round right there was the previous we addressed that the weakness was Yakinda strolling up the B ramp into the site. He just rushed straight down the B ramp. So, well, that's not happening again. I won't allow it. And he didn't. Nope. And, well, the round in their favor.
This time he's cooking up trouble in mid again. It's Elige versus Patsy. We saw him win that duel the first time. OC boosted up to find a chance, and not a frag. It's Patsy! It's Patsy again!
Of course it is!
And again.
It can only be Patsy!
Oh, wow.
Find yourself a Patsy, guys, if you can... Well, that goes multiple ways, doesn't it?
Yeah. But seriously, I mean, you know, you just reminded me, the STY and Mir on this roster, and yet the hidden gem was Patsy in the 6-man roster.
The whole time.
The whole time, right in front of their noses.
Oh, I don't know how we get excited about a 3v5 situation here. We might have to have some convincing from Liquid now.
Yeah.
Patsy, where do you want to go? Everywhere, actually.
I think we can just, we can watch this. This is the Patsy stream.
Maybe we just stay with him.
Yeah, it seems like a safe pair of hands to keep us entertained.
I like the glittery spirit sticker there. That's cool.
Oh, he's got the, I love the yellow-tipped finger gloves.
The yellow-tipped finger gloves.
I'm not doing well today, am I? But the yellow-tinted, thank you, guys. The yellow-tinted gloves with the dragon
I'm sure there's some
dagger.
skin aficionados out there who know exactly what's going on.
The dragon dagger, he's just missing the P++.
Oh, and the Charizard.
Also. Liquid
the
arrive.
Megazord.
They likely will get that bomb down if OC is quick to that. Oh, boosted over. He does throw the bomb over and one back through the spray, but it's Naf to try and come with the plant. And look at this. Look at this, Naf. Oh, I thought he was about to lose his life. Molotov out. Now he will. Looking for the trade. Nitro would have to do it all here. 2 kills. Ace clutch. Not gonna happen today. And they get louder and louder as they get closer and closer to staying in the upper bracket.
Yeah, this is great stuff. And unfortunately for both Liquid and Spirit, they are on the same side of the bracket as FaZe. Now, I would say that the majority of Planet Earth would have FaZe as the favorites over 00 Nation. Brazil, we will excuse you from that. There's no worries about supporting Taco and Cold Zero. We'll allow it. But if FaZe win that game, and Spirit do, that will set us up for a rematch of the semi-final at the major. Yeah, which was a huge game. Remember Harry and Hugo, they came into the... I think that both of them lost about 12 kilos between them.
Just water weight, yeah.
It was wild. That was a great match.
Blood, it was amazing. And Harry and Hugo did it justice. I mean, that was, I think that was one of the best games of the major.
Yeah, but
if
maybe even the best.
Yeah. So we could have that rematch on or in the cards, depending on where you're from.
Shout out to Doug.
And to all of our North American compatriots, it's Patsy one and done. Now to clear is a Liege. It's a second frag posted, and it's just probably a relief to have weathered the storm that is Patsy.
Who already has 4 opening kills.
Right, so in 7 rounds of play.
Yeah, and Chopper has 2, and Magix has 1, which would mean all of the opening frags so far have fallen in the favor of Spirit. That is a stat that means a lot, an awful lot.
It is a problem right now for the T side of Liquid.
Looking more like Lolquid right now. Hey, Future Pros.
It's a nice, safe ramp smoke. Look at this indent on the shadowy partition of this brick.
Make sure you crouch and hit your jump through a key. Have fun in the server, guys.
We should probably leave it to Rush. He does it better than us, doesn't he? All right, well, I mean, admittedly, there's legs to this. With Chopper just floating back now, it's going to be playing for the retake instead, dumping their util, as Liquid do the same. Molly on the default spot, Elijah up ramp, nade as well, so not going to be taking too much damage as they do arrive on the site. Big jump.
Whoa.
There's the 2B defenders toppled and a save secured. So Liquid will post their second here on the T side.
So it's as easy as that?
Just do that every time.
Okay, well, that's a great start because a 5-2 scoreline and the possibility to build. This is a big round for Liquid, all things considered. In the context of this early game, Spirit, with only 1,400 as the loss bonus into the next, will do their very best to hold on to the M4 and AWP, respectively. Should be able to get some drops coming through and have a tidy looking buy regardless, at least one that will be threatening. But when is this opening kill spree from Patsy going to end? That is the question I have on my lips, as everybody from Liquid will evacuate the site. The bomb will go off and the second round will be posted. So this is more like it from Liquid. They heard me talking trash. It's so quiet in here now. I don't even know what's going on.
It is odd. I feel like you can hear you could hear a pin drop. And the fly that was keeping us company for the first, like, 6 to 8 hours.
He's gone.
He's gone. Like, I think he left.
I think that's his life cycle.
Well, it's either his life cycle or it was his job shift. He's gone home to his kids.
Yeah, I know someone else. It looks like we might be rushing B. Nitro has a Mac 10. Might be quick.
Real quick. Uh-oh, but look who's here. It's Patsy, and he just gets mowed down by Nitro and Elige. Chopper demanded to hold the site, and he is ahead of the smokes. deals damage, and with the double, that's 10 frags and counting for Chopper. And they've been held at bay by the smoke, and they just emerge. Gray screens, Elige across at least. And that's perfect. Siren and Chopper reactive. It's just the two of them finding all 5 there.
That's crazy. You get both opening kills. When we saw the MAC-10s working for Spirit, it was everybody died on the side. This, they got stalled out after the opening 2. Chopper in the perfect place at the perfect time. And this is Nitro just charging straight up with a lead. Both blind on exchange, but Chopper stalls it out completely. And this smoke, he gets it off as well. So Chopper does it all, because you saw there when Yakinda pushed through, you mentioned the gray screen. He was looking the complete wrong way. I don't think he knew where he was coming out of.
Is it indicative of a team that's losing their grip in such a heavy commitment so early? Or is that just ancient?
I understand the call. Yanko and Blair were referencing a round that was similar. Maybe there was a little bit less money in that environment. There was a lot more AKs for Liquid in a round like this. Whereas the round that they were referencing was Tech 9s and Mac 10s for almost everybody besides the wonderful saved orb. But I understand the concept. And the thing is, it should have worked, because you got the first 2 opening kills. At that point, you find yourself in a 3-on-5. So even if they cancelled after the exchange came in from Chopper, they still would have been in a 3-on-3. But they continued forward and they dropped the ball. So a misplay, as now we knock on the door of A. Aggression towards the B side again, and Yakinda in the smoke, hoping to hide in plain sight. And he's going to waltz straight past him here. The Magic's been pulling through, and they will find him.
Another for the openings.
Where's Yakinda, name of the game?
One, yeah. They're going to head towards Siren, a wonderful side. We haven't actually seen them tested yet.
They know it's A.
They already worked it out. It's suspiciously different over here on A. Big box, the task for OC. Siren safe from the flame. Pre-aim from Elige strong. Oh, and they're sitting ducks for the spray. Spirit looking like the much better drilled squad here. Liquid a little bit detached from one another. OC and Elige partner up to come and clutch. It's a little bit back. OC now in a 1v3. The Orb of Wonderful connects from that bomb site box. And on big box was Chopper repositioning now. Magic's going to lock the door behind him.
Yeah, no way back, no way forward, and well, no way for OC to win this round. He would have to hit some remarkable shots here to make this one work. And well, we'll have to wait for the fade of the smoke before he can even tempt fate. Creeping, inching, and looking for any leering Spirit players. They know that he has to be here, and on the peak, wonderful strikes, and that is 3 for Wonderful in the round. This is smooth from Spirit now, 7-2, quite the lead.
Yeah, an amazing reverse sweep being pitched here by Spirit.
The reason I'm not, I don't want to say, it's not that I'm not buying in, right? It's just that it is ancient. So even if we get an 11-4 half, that's what we're expecting at the moment. That is par for the course in Counter-Strike as far as this map is concerned. Now the question is, are Liquid too tired? Are they a bit shattered with how their map choice of Overpass went? You did the hard work and you won Dust too, right? You're thinking this should have been the cakewalk.
The reason I'm a little less hopeful is, well, everyone's hitting their shots. That's one thing. Siren already catches Elige on the entrance to a fast A play, and Wonderful's there to support. Finally, the smoke will bloom, but nothing really to be praised or celebrated for Liquid in this one. The bomb to go down from OC. They got nades for that.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. They
done
have
their
an answer for everything, don't they?
To finish my point, it was that Team Liquid CT sudden overpass, just that chasing tail summary. I don't know if that's something they can shake, or if it was an overpass exclusive. But you know, you're incorporating a new player and you're changing roles. Don't forget, it's not just adding a player plug and play. It's Yakinda and Elige swapping a lot of roles. So this is, you know, a lot of these maps feel different. A lot of these maps feel a bit uncomfortable. So it's a question of whether they can kind of shake that off. Incorporating a new player is never easy, but never mind when you're changing roles, you're not just saying, okay, these are yours, read your document and come back ready.
I want to build on that as well, because Elige, right, we could get a little bit worrisome for him not playing his positions and then maybe having a rough game and letting that get to him, right? Because I think that Elige, the Dusk was talking about it, it may actually work better for him in the long run not to have to be first in, because he's a fantastic player, right? So not to have to be going for the entries in the openings. If he can be second or third man to either trade or play out mid-rounds and clutches, I think you will get the better of him in the long run. But right here, maybe still finding his feet. Well, speaking of feet, Patsy's had those boots knocked off by the leg shot. It's been kept honest, hasn't found the opening this time round. And, well, the gun round for Liquid, they'd love to notch another one on the board into round number 11. The half is far from done. But this early stage from Spirit has been quite commanding. As a slower approach this time round, not wanting to get stuck into the thick of that B lane fight, which has been a bit of a nuisance for Yakinda and co. But the change has come in from Spirit as well. I want to note, with 1:10 left on the clock, there are still 5 smokes available for Spirit.
Impressive.
Perfectly changed the pace of the game on the Spirit side of things as far as util goes. This is magnificent.
Yeah,
I can't even quantify this.
They've come in incredibly hot. Yet to die is wonderful. What a perfect game he has had so far. It doesn't have to do anything more than what is being currently demanded of him. Magix just takes a light lick there.
Kimura's already quite far forward, and both teams still quite resilient with this utility. Running out of smokes now as pieces coming in. Time 30 seconds. It has to be B.
Very telegraphed. Still though 2 feet planted on A, so another smoke. And oh, Yakinda catching a lot of damage from Chopper, just unloading his mag. One back, and Lige does put him down.
Well,
And it's a big headshot. Yakinda does find the frags necessary. Siren needs to stop that bomb plant. And Naf will get it down in time. Hope fading for the Spirit 9th here, but Siren has given us some life. Catches Nitro. That was one of the healthy members. Naf and OC same.
they're giving this a look in.
Both group long side, 2 from Cave. It's an interesting setup. Naf needs to play his life. And Yakinda going to be the first responder. It might be the end of the Inquisition now.
All right, save again. Right, we spoke about this the other day, kind of like fishing. You know, you got the bait on the hook, you're hoping somebody bites, and it might give you an opportunity to reel this one in. But Liquid will convert their 3rd round of play, and that right there had a touch of outsiders to it, didn't it? Very, very late in the piece. Very late. The fact that you've made North Americans be that patient, I don't know what Yakinda's done. Maybe made them run laps around the block here, because I'm calling the time. 18 seconds, then 12 seconds, and then all the kills come through and they win the round.
Yeah, it did have that, a really astute observation. I think not only did it have that flavor to it, but you'd also outlined that they, around 45, had 5 smokes. So the fact that Liquid managed to get into this site with just enough time, after all of that utility to fight through, the stack as well, so huge. Oh, there's the fly.
Oh.
Ah, he's visiting Liquid. Okay.
I see.
Oh, he's changed shifts. Nitro, in. Patsy, out. Liquid, shaking it all about.
Well, that, I think, is the first time that Patsy's given up the opening. Oh, maybe it'll be the second after that B rush, where I think maybe even Magix went down first, but unsuccessful this time round, and a chance for Liquid to start building on this as Magix push down long, calls sector clear. But that's not the truth of the matter, as Yakinda was tucked in towards the pocket. 3 players on B, Siren in Donut, and if they wanted to try and push on down, Wonderful's Orb is coming.
He hasn't been here before. And it's not worked out for him. OC bests them. 1 long, they scream. Magic's always on site, still stands by the pillar. Nice and extra wide now. Oh, Tyrant. Damn, that's a sharp shot. Straight to the dome of Elige. Leaves us...
They're in trouble here, Alex.
Certainly,
Lots of
especially
trouble.
with this 2-man push. I mean, Naf is looking in the right direction, but the Orb, good for the first. Should see the trade. Nitro bodyguards. Hard shot to hit, tracks it nicely. A double from Nitro. He is still remaining as a ever-present for Liquid in the fragging department.
Yeah, he's been stepping up when they need him, right? He has had some very impactful moments for Liquid throughout this series. Very good work to convert now. That'll be their 4th round. And let's say this is par for the course, an 11-4 scoreline.
Right.
Anything that they add on top here, 5, 6, it's going to be great. And 7, still currently a possibility. With the loss bonus towards the bottom of the barrel for Spirit here, we know what that means. But the saved AK, they might want to try and put this somewhere to find some impact on Siren in the next round of play. Questions will have to be asked and answered after the bomb detonates, but you can see they're scampering on out. Naf has retained the AWP to throw back over to OC, and things are starting to look a little bit better for Liquid now. They also came alive late on overpass within their T half. Didn't look good within the early stages, but they were able to battle back and really put some life into the first half of the second map.
And this was the end of that wonderful life. Taking the Orb, he's been pretty much almost defaulting to A every round. That's the first time we've seen him dispatched to have that peak, and OC does best him, so a big one to see, and you can see that they have been humbled. We'll play it conservatively into round 13. Still one to watch out for is Siren.
Oh, it is just Elise trying to pip the gap between these smokes. Fast from Nitro, more than happy to equip this MAC-10 when the team needs it to take some fast control, and just straight in towards Cave, and there's Elise doing exactly what you need him to do. Buying yourself a bit of a buffer around mid, and he knows the cheeky business that Team Spirit like to have, and this is his chance to lick his lips and add some frags coming his way. Alicia's got another here and 2 more to find. He might even get the ace. Spam from downrange is Naf, and that one's done. 5 for Liquid now. Starting to feel himself, and seeing the Alicia smile will warm anybody's heart.
It's more of a smize. You smile with your eyes.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that one for the dictionary, or is that a...
No, that's someone else's term.
Okay.
Smize. I don't know where I learned that one. Dance
and prance. And we're going to have a glance as Nitro holding onto this MAC-10 doesn't want to spend any extra cash that he doesn't have to here. Spirit have bought back in, and OC get burnt on down. Hot toes. It's warm in here.
Yeah, Patsy's routines in mid seem to be very effective here against Liquid. You can double molly it, he smokes and sticks around if you walk it, and then he'll find himself back in red room for jumps and info.
Well, they're out of util early here. 2 incendiaries, make that 1.
Shows presence. Wonderful's caught Yakinda on the progress lane as well. He can just tuck right back in now. Mission accomplished.
I really like what NIP were doing at Heroic at the start of the day with a lot of their A players to draw full rotations and then actually go around the world back to B. But after you lose Yakinda, if Liquid wanted to put pressure on A, I don't think it's going to draw the rotation the same. You're not going to be just going up against one. We can see Siren and Patsy towards Donut and Chopper even over towards CT spawn. So this one should be on lock. But fortunately for Liquid now, it is all a ruse. Nitro has worked where Yakinda fell. Cave control taken. Magic's on the jiggle, and Wonderful's AWP is posted up on a very deep line. So you can see here, highlighted by Jakey, thank you very much, that if they do want to come back up this position, it ain't going to be easy.
Yeah, Nitro spotted out. Chopper going to start to cheat back, and about that 30-second mark, as you've discussed, a 6th certainly does sound like a luxury now for Liquid.
He'll be ahead of these smokes here, Wonderful.
Oh, lovely shot. Yeah, this is falling apart for Liquid now, running out of players' time and resources. A little bit of chip damage, but not the weapon for the job. Nitro still gets one.
Felt like the double.
Running him down. AWP recovered for Nitro, rolling him back to the AWPing days. Nav does get it down. Can the two of them make any impact in this disadvantaged scenario? Patsy's got him dead to rights here. Oh, just considers it in time. Missed shot though, and Patsy finds it. Lovely conversions into the 9th. Now just a question of whether or not that 10th will be secured as well. Liquid will have enough to defend their honor at least, with a very viable buy. But Spirit, I think they're definitely gunning for 10. Oh, nice, Alex. Let's keep stating the obvious.
I think they're going to win the map here.
I think they want to win every round, actually. Dare I say
the tournament.
The tournament.
Yep. They want to get all the kills.
They don't want to die. Let's keep going. We've got anything else?
The pistol rounds would be nice.
That they want to have more money than their opponents.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good.
Good job.
Good. Everyone's on the same page here.
It's always Magix and Siren with these extra AKs. They seem to be at the top of the priority list to get them equipped. Oh, Elige had a little touch of flare there, and never mind. Burnt, singed to 31.
Lane control established without any hijinks this time, so positives for Liquid. That's one of them. The boost again, we've seen this attempted from OC, unable to connect the dots before, but this time a tag and a molly, trying to lock in Magic before he can get too far away.
Oh, 1 HP. He's actually just walked through the flames, just enough health to relocate.
These two will have to play retake now. Chopper and Magic should go elsewhere. Just keep an eye, but really see if you can find space or be bait for somebody else to get a kill. And well, Nav, he will take down Magix on the spam. That was as he was rotating back on through, but Patsy gets 2.
How does he pull the second off? Nitro goes down as well. Kinder loses the battle of the spray. Wonderful is that second pair of hands.
HP's very similar here. Chopper's low, Wonderful 2. Elige can join that crew. It's Naf and Siren, the healthiest members of the remaining 5.
Naf walking on in. Great pre-fire. Bang on the money. Wonderful hiding in plain sight. They've already lost to not clearing that once, and they lose to it again. Wonderful, so low. Still hits the one tap onto Nav. Siren quick onto Cave. Nice find from Elige. Can he come up clutch? What's his expectations?
Knows it's the A player.
Oh, and a great one. Right into the head. Siren has secured 10 for Spirit. Ancient, this third map, we're going to be finding out who can maintain that upper bracket supremacy. Liquid or Team Spirit, who will be condemned to that lower bracket run.
Hey Future Pros! Back on Ancient, and this time with a smoke that should help you when taking the A side. This smoke will block off the CT spawn angle. To throw this smoke, line up with the middle of this brick. Aim up and put your crosshair over the top left of this brick. Then simply jump throw the smoke. Just like that, the smoke will soar through the sky and land next to the side box, making it just a bit easier to take the elusive A side on Ancient. Good luck.
In the wise words of OJ Borg, are you ready? Are you ready for the final half of this series? Team Spirit, Team Liquid, Yakinda's debut in the Team Liquid jersey. If you haven't been with us the whole time, myself and Chad here to keep you up to speed with all of the nuggets of information, the wealth of information we've had from interviews, Freya, shocks on the desk. We have learned oh so much. And Team Spirit, definitely in the driving seat. It was a par for the course, as Chad likes to say. 10 rounds from Team Spirit's defense. We'll see if Liquid can do any better. But I do think Team Spirit have looked like a team that have prepared and are certainly riding or dying together. It seems 1xBet agrees Spirit has the edge. We get to see if Yakinda can start off a little better on this pistol. He's going looking. Patsy's his real enemy in this one, though, and he does get away from the first exchange. We'll think better of a second. Into the site, though, Chad. They're already flooding in.
Yeah, Well, they just still have this cave control, but you can getting run down from both angles. Gets one and should be done here. Wonderful, we'll get the trade on through, and Alicia's gone down in the meantime. A 3-on-4 retake ensues with OC's flashes the best way forward for Liquid.
Flash for the peak, I like that from Chopper. Bacon back to turn. Liquid just caught sleeping time after time and tucked in tight. 11 for Spirit. And that really will accelerate the odds. We just saw what 1xBet thought, but a Team Spirit pistol now, if we see a Force Buy go flat, this is already starting to spiral.
Yeah, and Yukinda has already bought straight in with head armor and an MP9, so the Force Buy will be coming through. Fantastic work for Spirit here. They've been able to pick up both pistols. I think this is the first time in all three maps that either team has been able to secure both pistols in a map, so they're rolling out the red carpet to take this one home, and I love the fact that they're heading over towards A. Using these upgraded rifles at range on the A site might be the best way to wield them right now. Avoid the B lane, avoid cave, avoid the pesky pistols, and that SMG upgrade. It will just be the scout of OC.
Look how powerful that smoke is they threw towards cave. No one has info lane yet. They're respecting it, and it means OC is about to have a lot to deal with. Wow, great shot. Tracks the head of Siren. Puts him down. One of the rifles meets his scout. Rotate will be on. Naf quick to respond. Patsy close and on the hunt. Will elevate himself. A re-smoke dropped underhanded. And they now start to initiate that plan. Pre-aim from Nitro, just a little far off. It's Chopper, so he can try and get that bomb down safe. Nitro going to be run down here. Oh, on the move, not what you want to see. He's got his skates on.
That is actually insane. The fact that they've gone and they've pushed straight through into Donut with multiple members, they knew they needed space, and this is looking great for Spirit now. Elige late on the flank will get one, 3-on-3.
Oh, that smoke's powerful. But Yukinda clearing out CT. It looks like Liquid can bring it back. The Scouts, 3 in the feed in total. Naf with the double. And yeah, after seeing them take the Donut territory, you really felt like Liquid's options were limited, with the temple change especially.
That looked really, really good. I love the decision from Spirit to do that. Otherwise, they would have been marooned on the site. So the decision to push that territory was great, but that smoke that got picked up was everything. And the fact that Elige came through and found penetration on this flank was great. That smoke, it forced them into decisions. We have to fight, we have to push through, and you can see there, Patsy just swings straight into the scout of Naf. OC opened that one up, and Naf will close it with the same gun.
Big difference.
They didn't even celebrate, though.
No, I mean, but one thing worth noting is it did, for the first time in a while, result in Team Spirit not saying anything. They have to swallow their pride and just take a Glock eco here.
Oh, Nitro's hearing all of this. Yeah, hey, Elige, you want some eeks? Come on over, bud.
It's Nitro's turn for a couple. Oh, good flash. Really good flash.
That was a team flash, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Oh,
yeah.
I was about to give Team Spirit some credit, but it was a full eco, Alex.
Well, they've given over the plan and a gun. It could get worse.
It is. He actually landed another one there, and Wonderful's just got a kill onto Elige, so suddenly it's a 1v2, and he's got a rifle in Donut, and the bomb's ticking, and he's got a plan. This is getting scary. Now, the util from Yukinda, the 2 smokes, should solve this mystery.
Where's the kid?
And Naf has handled business. But yeah, if I was summarizing that round, I guess not pretty.
Yeah, it actually... Really?
Like, almost a win for Spirit for an eco.
One way it could have gone worse, and that's if they lost the rounds. The fact that they lose 3 guns, they have to upgrade all of this here. There's still cash, sure, but it was just against Glocks, rushing A. That one ain't a good look, but regardless, the round posted. 4 rounds the difference at this juncture here.
Can't believe I was back. Wow, what a sick flash that was! Oh, wow!
Well, it was a sick flash.
Yeah, Elige.
Are you a Spirit fan?
I certainly am, but this flashbang from Elige definitely needs to go back to the workshop. Or just a bit of a miscom. 2 towards mid to handle Patsy's challenge. It's 4 leaning B. Magic's allowed access. Siren loses more health than he bargained for on his entrance, and it's OC's AWP that actually does put Magic's down on his first little glance up the ramp.
Double incendiary there, so no way up for now. Need to hold on here, Yukinda, careful.
He's just actively contesting. I mean, he's backing himself, understandably so, but Chopper laughs at him. 1 back from Naf puts us into that 3-on-3 scenario, and there's just a wealth of options available now to Spirit.
Yeah, the fact they've been able to find 2 after the opening means they're back in this round in a big way. 2 players reside on B, still OC alongside of Elige, and Wonderful coming to join the party, but Elige has pushed on down. That's a massive kill bomb. Information gathered here, and Elige with a kill that could just tip the round in Liquid's favor.
It's certainly going that way, isn't it? It is Wonderful and Patsy, the 2 top fraggers of Ancient. OC's already hit the 1 on the ramp, and seems they are going to just rot that clock just to sow seeds of doubt. That, however, will be responded to with Nitro confirming no action.
Yeah, and you can understand why he's gone for this risk. Because the bomb was dropped over towards the B doors, he knows it's extremely likely he has a buffer to go for this push. And by doing so, he's closing the door on other options. Now, of course, they could go ledge towards donut, but that type of rotation is now no longer possible. Smoke cell through the sky, that information is there, and Nitro can get on over in time, but a boost looks to be erected.
It slowed it down, and it's enabled Patsy to cross into the safety of the cover of the pillar. Nothing at all. Nice lineup for the bomb.
No time to plant here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Patsy wants to flank for damage and will get away with a kill. Not the gun. Patsy in the grave, and unfortunately for him, it looks like he's gone down after time. Only 1,300 to his name, so that one's going to sting just slightly, but they still have this 3-round lead to their name, Spirit. That was the opener from OC. This was a great one back from Chopper, wasn't it? Felt like Yakinda should have had them dead to rights, and I love it. Okay, so on the jump up, gets the info. That's very well handled from Elige there. You have to give him a big thumbs up for that. And OC will collect the final. Now, let's see if they can get another plant here, just the pistol upgrades. It is going to be a Deagle, a P250, and a Tech 9 over towards B.
Pushing on down, just bringing the fight. Liquid are done waiting around, just bringing the fight and spraying him down. Lots of cash farmed up for Nav, trying to get away. He is run on down. Don't lose that AWP now, OC, and he doesn't. Holds on, switches to that USP, and will finish the round as quickly as it started.
Okay, game on now, right? Just a 2-round game, but the rifles will come back out for Spirit. And as mentioned in that first half, 4 felt like it'd be about par for the course. So 5 on the half for Liquid. Haven't been smiling too much. We've lost those since Dust 2. But I think in reflection, they'll be very happy with the rounds they were able to string together. Now, this is where Spirit, we have to see what they've been working on for their T-side. Multiple members lining up smoke, so you can see those launch through the sky. Donut Molly top mid smoke. And that standard util is disallowing Liquid to go for the full mid press that Spirit were operating with time and time again. And just going to walk up the lane one more time.
Yeah, they flashed him. I don't know if they have any idea of just how much is coming their way. They've lost the sight. It's gone. They're all in. Team Spirit looking the wrong way, though, and a quick 3K out of Liquid. Completely repels the invaders. Wonderful on the ramp. His partner's been tracked down, and that is dominant. What? Spotless from Liquid.
Yeah, we might catch this on the replay. I love that incendiary there. It was a crowd control molly, right? Not only is it denying the plant, but it forces them into one side of the site there, so they don't have to worry about them swinging on the left side of that pillar. Timeout will be called. It is going to be the first for Team Spirit. It doesn't feel like they've called an awful lot within this series. And now they've run out of ideas. Coming into this, they won the pistol, but they've lost the force by, and since then, one-way traffic in the favor of the North American side with the injection of the European star that is Yakinda. Had a great Dust 2, struggled on Overpass, but is back in decent form now here on Ancient when they need him most. On debut, you'd love to get that win next to your name. Now just one round away from tying things up against Spirit, who again will be looking at pistols. Blank from a plant and problems starting to mount.
I think it really does come back down to the fact that, I mean, Spirit won the pistol, and that's it. Liquid did that scout and smoke retrieval second round. He's ignited them. Oh, Patsy, yeah, blind. That's quite a potent mix. The flash combined with the flame. Patsy had no idea and no one could communicate in time.
If we don't see him giving up too many opening deaths, but he's going to give up one. It's not to the bullets. It's going to be the flames alone here. So a couple of trundling steps maybe noted over towards the B lane with those jumps, but Yakinda and Naf are still tucked in together, and that sounds like quite the potent hold.
Nitro actively holding for that mid-cross, and Elige will join him and support on the spray. He does go down to the chopper D. Could get awkward if Yakinda falls as well, but Nitro has held on with a double of his own.
Just the one casualty, and cash really starting to swell now. Multiple members on Liquid are sitting just under that 10K mark. A couple of investments here into nades is still going to keep them around that buffer. So enough money for a buy, even if they do lose this next round of play. But Nitro handling business here, and his aim has been steady throughout. Good to see that consistent over a long 3-map series.
Yeah, I think when he first arrived, you know, you could see in his gameplay that he was unsure of himself. That's completely gone. I mean, from the sound of things, I don't know how much hyperbole 150 hours was from Yakinda, but he's definitely looking go. OC's booked. Absolutely cooked. He needs help. Yeah, smoke down. safe for now. It's
That's the flash and
Nitro
fight.
trying to help him out. The flash is good. Naf is better. He can help from ledge now.
Oh,
And
look
look
at
at
it
this
all.
round. It just collapses. 1 minute 30. And there's only Wonderful left.
4 barbs straight through the heart of Spirit there, peeking out of Donut, mid, the cutout, and even the ledge position. And it's poor 17-year-old Wonderful, the newest addition to the squad here, to try and bow them out of a massive hole. And I don't see how he gets into this. OC trained with the AWP, does deliver the final kill, and Liquid take the lead on map 3.
They're going to be happy with that one. Spirit quite the opposite. They've definitely gone to the drawing board and come up empty.
That was a naff smile right there.
Wow,
Take a picture.
Trousers, yeah, take a screenshot of that one, folks. He's a happy chappy.
Look at it all.
And what's crazy to me is, for a moment, it looked like OC had no one but Nitro just popping that flashbang, but the immediate react, the knee-jerk out of Liquid was heroic. 4 kills, and you can see that Spirit, they aren't going to be able to have all the bells and whistles. You can see Magic's down at 3.5, Patsy 4.
And now they're starting to siphon quite quickly through the timeouts as well. This is their second, and, well, understandably so. Hit that big red button and try and find a solution. Half by again. But where do you find answers? You haven't really found success anywhere. You've been able to get into B, but that's about it. Into A, but then you lost a... Yeah, okay, so they can get in. They need to convert.
Wow, no one on the early A this time. Maybe going to be Nitro from Donut. He's being run out. Run down is Patsy. Trying anything he could to forge a path for the squad. Now the rotations are in, and this is an interesting choice. On the half buy, they've actually gone 2-2, hoping to perhaps fake it out with bodies in the absence of utility.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that maneuver was. There was a missed molly which facilitated the run maybe a little bit quicker from Patsy there to get stuck in, but on his lonesome right there, I guess you're just seeing if your X factor can make you a play to open up a round like this.
Yeah, he is leading in deaths in the server. I was noting just how incredibly high it was. 21 out of 24 rounds of play.
Sounds like an in-game leader.
It does. Sounds like a Birchall.
More than happy to lay the life on the line, but yeah, now his opening duel column is starting to look a little bit more equal. I think it was very flattering before. He was just throwing them in there.
Now, that is very, very aggressive. He gets the one, tries to transfer, leaves an M4 for them to retrieve, and OC letting the shot go wide will probably enable that AK to find itself in the hands, or rather, excuse me, M4 in the hands of Chopper.
Don't think there's been, just flicking through right now to double check, I don't think there's been a single opening kill for Spirit in this second half since the pistol.
Really? Okay, that is definitely how the tides have turned, and Yakinda onto Wonderful. And that'll do for OC. So 13s, Liquid really are making this CT side a quick one. 8-1 the current score reads. Now, and that 10-5 half, don't forget, it wasn't looking half as great until those closing 3 in consecutive fashion, right? I mean, it was, what, 8-2?
Yeah, that's right. We had that really slow round, right? Whereas like the last 15 seconds, they were able to find their way into the B bomb site. But that's it. Like, I feel like Liquid have a bit more of a grindy mentality about them. I think previous rosters, maybe even going back to the one with Stu on it, that is a lifetime ago, right? But even the one with Shocks, I feel like maybe they would give up a little bit quicker when things weren't going their way. But this is good to see resilience from Liquid. It's something which we've been missing from the North Americans.
Tough game for Magix. Flash was good. It's enabled OC to post up, and Patsy could be the first victim of this round again. Counter-Strike timing, a cruel, cruel mistress. And there's the trajectory. OC forced away. Flames will tuck him into Donut. Mantle up and start to group. Full 5-man squad now, leaning towards the B side. Liquid have got a whiff of this. Look at the rotates.
Could be the wrong call here.
Could. Surely someone's going to stay responsible and able to react, because they actually have faked Liquid out entirely here.
Yeah, they think they have a timing on this, but Liquid don't. They were pushing down B lane during all of this, and in the meantime, Spirit have wormed their way into A.
Nitro might try some cheeky business in the smoke here. Maybe they're not ready for him so quick. They think they've got it wide open. Siren's down the wrong side of the smoke. Flash is great, and the frag is better. Still a man advantage for Spirit, looking to post their second T round. Keep Team Liquid on their toes, looking better now. Wonderful catches OC's aggression. It's Patsy to be cleared now by a Liege in that head-to-head, but he's been sent back into Chopper. And now Yakinda arriving late from the A-halls. There's no time for him to pull anything off. It's more of a case of just tucking in and talking about that next round of play. Team Spirit, though, with their first gun round on this T side.
And Magix, you just mentioned, it's been a rough game for him as Yukinda will find something. At one to Patsy, I'm sure he likes the revenge right there, but Magic's got the opening kill. And as we had just discussed, the only other opening kill in this second half had come from the pistol. So, correlation equals another round for Spirit here. This is fantastic work to at least show some signs of life late.
Oh, it's a great shot as well. There you go. Magix finds his footing on the boosted box. Don't always have to have an AWPer up there for it to slap.
So maybe Liquid get 2 more gun rounds here, but that would mean that Spirit will be up to 14 rounds. So we're down the final stretch here of the third map, the final game of the day, day 1 of IEM Groups 2022 Cologne. A lot riding here. Either FaZe or 0-0 Nation will face the winner of this matchup here within Group B and flash forward.
That's a lot of answers for them early, and they will just re-smoke and maintain that territory. The action elsewhere, re-smoke, perfectly timed.
They're going to come out mid here, or at least flirt with the idea of a boost. And if OC's not careful up on this ledge position, he's going to catch them. Never mind. More than careful. Great shot there from OC, and no opener.
And that is the gift you get when this is controlled. You see OC just getting to completely sweep through mid.
Well, let's see if opening kills are really name of the game, because if Liquid pick this one up, it's 100% opening kills in the second half to round conversions.
Trying to change that. Chopper at the front of the pack. Magic's to join them. I think they're going to wait for him just to use all of their resources in unison. Elige, he's been forced into a weird state of play. That's a nice response in the smoke for a gap. They're not ready for that. Oh, they adjust. And he doesn't find the head in time. Nitro baited out now and dead to rights. This could be the exception to the rule, Chad, unless Yukinda. Oh, Magix does check it in time. Just OC and Naf up against 4. OC very late to the arrival. Wonderful, post it, and there you have it. That changes things. Spirit up to 13, despite stomaching the early loss of Patsy.
Wow, they cracked through. And they cracked through when they needed it most right there. Massive stuff from Spirit here, and a timeout immediately called from Liquid off the back of it. This is the opening onto Patsy. You see just how much he sees of him jumping over the smoke. But I'm going to say something here which... I don't normally throw things out like this, but Elige's aim has been really rough. How many occasions has he panic spammed when normally Elige would just bop a couple of heads? And then Nitro whiffed, Yukinda did the same. The pressure of the situation getting to them here, but I haven't seen Elige miss as much as this ever, maybe.
Uncharacteristic, for sure. And, you know, that does wrap back into that conversation. You brought it up as the idea of perhaps it could get into your head if you are already in an unfamiliar new team smell. You're playing new positions and you're not up to your usual snuff. I mean, look, this is Elige, as we've seen, not hitting all his shots. He's still 18 frags right alongside with all of the big names.
Yeah, this one's been a team effort from Liquid here to get them up to a 13-13 scoreline, but this is crunch time. We're all tied up and back to where we go. Nitro has to defend against the onslaught that's headed his way. Elige and OC are here too.
I like the smoke. He might peek over the top of this. Spirit might assume he's right here on the plateau. Perfect flash. Yukinda sets him up for success, and Elige knocks him down.
Oh no.
Wonderful's put one into the back of the dome of Magix. That is not fun. Short-lived celebrations. Liquid crashed the party with a convincing round of their own.
Yeah, I feel like this one is going to sting a little bit more so for Spirit. They don't have as much cash residual left on over here, but still should be enough to buy in the following, but weren't sitting as pretty as Liquid. Wonderful going to be a bit red-faced after taking his teammate down there, but should still be able to get an AWP equipped here to see if they can tie things up once more at 14-14 going into round number 28. Nitro, I don't think he realized how difficult of a duel he could have had. That flash from Yukinda, an absolute lifesaver, and it enabled Elige as well. So utility from Yukinda, key to success right there, and that's wonderful. You're going to be feeling that, well, he couldn't really get activated with an A-rush. It's not his fault they lost the round, but you never like to put a bullet in the back of your teammate's head. Less direct of an approach this time round from Spirit, a bit more of a default spread as they slather mid with the standard U-tilt. Red House smoked, they dropped out a lurk of their own to extinguish any incendiaries that Liquid
gap
wanted.
as it fades on that. I wondered why they're boosting, but you do get a little bit of an advantage on any ramp progress.
Surprising, right, with how small that door seems, but Quite a common little boost right there to see if any CTs are going to get caught slacking.
Wow, they are light on nades right now. A smoke, a Molotov, and a couple of flashes for them to finish off this round. It's going to be the individuals demanded to pull something out of the hat.
Well, they're throwing this mid-util, but they're not committing behind it. And OC is just staying quite staunch in the focus on that lower mid, with Elijah as the bodyguard watching the ledge position. So they still have full control of mid, which is going to keep Nitro over towards A and Yakinda and Naf over towards B on high alert that the attack could be impending.
Yeah, they start to regroup about 45 seconds, and we discussed already that the util war, look how much more Liquid are rocking right now.
So many smokes. Nitro has one, Elijah has one.
But they're still pushing, despite all of that. And Patsy on the box loses his head. He knows there's at least another there. That's a lot of info and a huge advantage seized. An opening frag for Liquid. Will that mark 15? Chopper trying to change things. Does put Yakinda down. It's now down and out as well. Nitro, wow, that is ballsy to not engage immediately, and it leads to the double. He knows Magix was last ramp. It takes a lot of balls to not pull the trigger immediately.
I think he knew what he had right there. The fact that he's traditionally the donut player and he was hiding, the last one to take any contact on the site is the one to win the round, and Magix has to save the AK-47. 15 on the board for Liquid now. They've done it the hard way. They took the map pick of Spirit. They lost their own of Overpass, and now on Ancient, they started on the T side, and we have gone the distance. But this double from Nitro, it locks in 15, and it puts them one round away here from the map win.
Heartbreak as well for Spirit. Wonderful in particular, not only that one no-scope from before or the team kill from before, but now you find yourself caught out by that trigger discipline of Nitro, just jumping in. You get that false sense of security. No one's shooting at him, but you go down with a bomb in your hands. Could this be the last round of play? Liquid to win their debut here at the Tier 1 tournament, Masters level tournament. IEM Cologne 2022 is a stacked affair. They once again get answered late. Oh, just on the edge of the smoke. Elige lets it slip.
It's a Patsy opener. Familiar with that from the CT side as they immediately evaporate from mid and regroup. The pack mentality that Chop has beat into this team once more. Sets their sights on the B bomb site. Yakinda looks to clear mid from ledge and has Naf along for the ride. The two of them can lock down B almost single-handedly.
Yeah, but it has to be like at the gate. It's here that they will fight the.
Oh,
whoa, Magix! That's a crispy one to push for the 14th.
Do you go for this? They have enough money on Nitro and OC in the next round to buy it. Elijah will be the same. 3v5, but OC makes it a 4v3.
Might have a little look, but already that bomb down. And he's having another go. It leads to his demise. Nice from Magix.
Take away guns if you can, Liquid. You can still get a win in this round that's not the round itself. Damage to the economy. Name of the game here with the bomb almost halfway gone.
Nitro posted up to hold that ramp exit, but they know as Magix clears through Red Room that there is a safe way out. Yakinda might have their cross here. Oh, cross there, wrong place, wrong time. One back from Nitro. It's Chopper that closes the things out at 21. He's definitely leading by example. We will see the guns juggle the cross. Everyone will be able to fight fair in this final round of regulation.
That's a great shot there from Magix, isn't it? And the way that it opened off was a Patsy entry as well. So great round from Magix, finished on hop here by the Chopper double. Good shooting from him as well when they haven't given up just yet. One more for overtime. Or to Liquid win it right here, right now.
Time to find out, Chad. We talked about those openings. Patsy found that one. It did lead to a team spirit round. So a lot hanging in the balance now with this opening 30 seconds.
He's trying to use their mid-smoke against them there, just peering on over. Now it's faded. Patsy looking to find this duel once more. Re-smoke deployed top mid, and the space to be taken is Nitro, the one tasked with making sure nobody crosses the magic line drawn in the sand. The bullet will signify they do have the room, and for the first time they've made their way across towards this red house. A bit of a different look here for round number 30, and well, something new could be the difference maker.
Yeah, I like this from Wonderful. If he can just hold this, he knows eventually Yakinda's going to get antsy. Nothing heard in lane.
This would be perfect for an ace split here, Alex, because there's nobody who can respond to this quickly. They're not considering it whatsoever, and as you mentioned, Yakinda walks in and gives it over.
OT looms, Team Spirit set for success. They've got the smoke up, they've got full control for the wrap. It's just gonna leave Elige and Nitro on an island. And Naf held at bay by the smoke for now. Still silence, 30 seconds, they'll do this late, another body drops. Elige down and out, Naf the next victim, Siren's there, and so is the headshot. One back, but they need more. OC left in a 1 versus 3, he will opt for the AK-47. A site taken. Overtime, a click away. Team Spirit, they look so disappointed after such a long, arduous best of 3 to take it to overtime. Definitely a sigh of relief. And that'll do nicely. 15 apiece. We're not done. Unable to separate Team Spirit and Team Liquid. We will go to overtime. $12,500 and an MR3 to separate these teams. Will BRB. Overtime in the third map in the opening for Liquid Team Spirit. Went to Group B. It is that group stage. First day of play for it. And man, oh man, these two teams, I mean, throughout this entire series, Chad, I have thought both teams were going to dominate at one point.
Yeah, they've both shown fantastic form, especially Liquid out the gates, then Spirit in response. But of course, we have gone all the way, and this series seems quite deserving of exactly that. Frustration starting to mount for both as local time. We are now cracking 11:18 p.m.
Yakinda's debut. We have the biggest shoes for Wonderful to fill for Team Spirit in the form of Dexter's departure after their successes in Belgium. And so here we go. MR3, first of 4. Patsy lining up a donut smoke will delay.
This late mid has been good for Patsy.
Very nice,
He's been able to either find picks or room. So that is clearly how Spirit have adjusted late within the piece here. Now the question is, how do Liquid respond? Now they've just had 2 minutes to have a bit of a chit chat of how they want to proceed forward here. Have we found a solution in that time? Now Siren up close and personal in towards A main can listen for any of these rotations, but once again, middle is name of the game, and OC perched with the AWP this time round, looking to destroy.
Yeah, virtue of Naf's hold. Oh, he let it go. Wouldn't
Can't repeat
repeat.
that.
What is he going for? So wide. Patsy's out. OC does manage to shut him down, but immediately Wonderful's laughing at him. Just wanted to take matters into his own hands. It does mean a man advantage, and they're going to walk into the A side. Gets the lurker. It is just going to be a face-to-face brawl. Elige versus 3. BZ to pre-aim. Nice lineup. Sprays down 2 from Elige when they needed him most. Wonderful. Dealt a hand he can work with. Late rotate all the way through spawn. Time for him to clear his corners. Worried about Temple.
Yeah, he is in a really rough spot here. Has misthrown the smoke, so there's a gap if Nitro wants. Isn't able to get the bomb down. And yeah, the flanks here as well. He would have to hit some very quick flicks, and another smoke deployed here. He thinks he has a buffer, but now he says no, 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 as he rounds the corner and puts round 16 on the board a little bit too late.
North Americans sitting there with the South Americans looking on. You can see the picture of SK as they were raising the trophy in the backdrop.
I guess that was the adjustment, allow the AWP to post up and take that fight. Now, the fact that OC got 1 after the initial miss was pretty impressive in itself, but both teams back in with a bite. Of course, in overtime, we'll see that time and time again.
Patsy up to no good.
Give it a go, son.
Down to 44 through the flame on the way out the door. He is across. More passive stance this time, not battling for that control of lane early. Liquid letting that util be pulled out.
Now, they haven't addressed the idea for top Red House because Nitro's on that jiggle. So he's held in place here, but just by showing the presence, now it's a question mark. Elige will have to deal with that, weakening this B defense.
Mission accomplished. Now they can just regroup and hit into the heavy advantage. Naf getting tagged up as well through the boards. High intensity counter-strike. Elige has done so much onto Siren there. A very well-timed spray. Spirit still grouping. Liquid, plenty more nades where that came from as well. OC's got a full belt. Smoke in. Elige re-smoking. That's nice too. So Cave is the main avenue here for Spirit. And flashed. Oh no! Didn't quite work as they intended. It leaves them into the site, and it's now perfect timing. Only the one is Patsy that's getting everything done for Spirit. Elige needs to live. 3-on-3. Missed shot out of Wonderful. 20 seconds as the bomb needs to be going down shortly. The molly has delayed it. Jobber not ready. Oh no, he thought he got him. Elige thought he got him. He snapped away, and it's still 2-on-2. This round plays on. Don't have to rush this. Both members of Spirit are solo. If they pull this off, that would be something quite miraculous. It is OC on the AWP, so not ideal partner for Nitro here, clearing his corners. Siren doesn't hit the first bullet, and OC does as well. Liquid close, and they will get the 2-0 so far.
Really good angle management there from Siren as well. You know, not opening up to too much there as he tried to reposition towards the top of the ramp, but Nitro will sniff him out, and OC does find the final nail in that coffin.
It's probably fair to say that in this MR3, you talked about the round distribution of Ancient, you know, 1 is great. If Spirit can just avoid the 3-0, they are going to be in very good position to throw the 3-0 right back.
And very well handled there from Liquid. They actually sacrificed the pawn, which was the A bomb site in that round, because OC floated to cover Red House, and they just let Nitro worry about the donut position. Exchange of U2 again. So many smokes dotted across the map. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 within the early stages here as rejigging the defense quite quickly. Our Liquid Yakinda now has floated back to Red House. At mid seems to be the preference for Patsy once more. You can understand why. But will he surge forward this time round? Cutout Molly has been deployed. Nobody home to deal with that. And as Nitro on the jiggle one more time as unleashing with the Tracers. A brave man is Yakinda. Flash off the line and Nitro won't step back into this. 25 kills to his name. Quite a game here from Nitro. Top of the tables alongside of Nav.
I've tried this before. It did look threatening previously with Spirit just taking this Red House. Yakinda's actually not considering this.
He has to, surely.
I mean, perhaps his movement implies something different. He's switched on now that that's his responsibility.
And Nitro's pushing a main, so this will be called clear. It could be a split through Donut and top mid.
Oh, good counter. They're pushing through. Oh, and Patsy through the smoke. Best Yakinda. Problems now for Liquid. Naf, good angle, missed shot, and a lot more ahead of him. Wonderful, loses the bomb. A great catch from Naf. Nitro on the push through A-Halls is rewarded as well. They're going to close swing through. Nitro needs this duel. Siren's dealing with 2. It's Elige that does succeed. And Patsy's is once again a big threat. Elige jiggled out, no bullets, does close the gap. 2 frags from him as well this round, and now Chopper. Bomb planted. He can work on this from Donut. Liquid process of elimination dictates. And now with a headshot, they know exactly where he is. A good start though. Can he tap that bomb? Oh, safe defuse, I think. Oh, can he find it? Just the tips of the fingertips. Taps! And that'll do nicely for Elige. Just about. You can see Chopper gets his nose to the monitor, finds the fingertips, but a second too late.
Yeah, couldn't call his team into the round here, but thought he might have been able to clutch his team into the round. And you said one would have been great, but oh, the dink right there in replay. That one hurts a whole lot more for poor Chopper. A real opportunity to get that one across the line, but Nitro and Naf stepping up on that A side after Yakinda dropped the ball. Looked like the util was good, but Patsy got the better of him one more time, and this is it. Liquid just need one round here on the T side to get it done. A 3-0 clean sweep from Spirit required to go double OT, and OC with the miss. Magix gets the opener. He's going to get himself up to 15. Has been coming alive in the late stages, has Magix.
Oh, and it gets worse for Liquid as well. Yeah, Yakinda tried his luck. Could have lost Nitro on that spray. Wasn't too far off. 26 as well for Nitro. He is keeping up.
On 5 situation here, and still plenty of time on the clock, and well, it's overtime, so you're going to give all of these a crack. Nitro does take this cave control, and the problem is it's Wonderful's AWP. He shouldn't miss this, and he won't. Nitro steps in, smoke will deny, and the bomb down outside the door, so now Elige.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, just going to get peeled apart one at a time.
I mean, we saw it from Patsy's POV. He was working with less than a slither.
So those young keen eyes.
Yeah, my eyeballs don't work like that anymore.
Well, Elige, being as retro as you like, always has these standard skins with fun stickers.
Yeah, it's a nice combo.
Didn't know he was a Furia fan.
I think he can speak some Portuguese.
I heard once upon a time he did a little bit of learning. See if he can do a little bit of schooling right now. 30 seconds left.
Safe from the match, gets his first duel. Many closing in on 4 to be precise, and it is Chopper again. Stands to deliver. First of the 3 tests ahead past series points. 2 more of them for Liquid.
I would like if they could pick the kitchen sink up right now and throw it in their direction. Something a bit outside of the box right now for Liquid would be great, right?
What, like an AWP rushing ramp immediately?
I mean, well, yeah, okay, that was a little bit crazy, wasn't it? But I mean, like, instead, let's go Mac 10s and just surge B, right? We're going to get a buy next round anyway, but just try something a little bit different here. But they will go with 5 AK, so no AWP running up that ramp this time round, as Yakinda tasked with solo locking down the B lane. Congregation of Liquid outside mid here as Patsy up to his usual tricks.
Oh, Patsy turns around on a dime, and he sends 2 to the Shadow Realm. Elige at least gets 1 back.
We're in the same place as last round.
Okay. Maybe not at all. Chopper goes down as well. Elige with a nice lineup. Wonderful could catch him on the box cross. Missed shot. They know where the AWP is now. Applies a standard setup. Siren as well, still alive, likely still on A. You can see he's starting to float back now.
The fact they know that the AWP was Donut, and as you mentioned, Siren likely A, you would hope that Liquid would quickly gallivant towards B, but maybe trying to get a little bit tricky with the rotations. They haven't gone with speed, but they've gone with caution, and they're close and poised, ready to test Magics.
They're getting answers in mid now. As Liquid tighten the noose on B. Magic's happy to play for the retake. Flashed off. Util dumped into the site and cleared. It's now Fly to plant that bomb. It will extend play.
This is the fight here. Yikinda versus Siren.
See how this retake shapes up. Oh, Siren does go down. Could mark the start of the end, but Magic's still alive. This is his site, and he wants to prove it. Down to Elige, holding the spray. Wonderful 1v2, and holding the bomb. Oh, he's miles away. Chad, he's done it. A 1v2 clutch, and Liquid fumble. He goes for the round-the-world maneuver. A clutch, and 17 secure.
Doesn't look like they won the round there.
I think Chopper actually just having heart palpitations after that one. I mean, watching the full defuse, you don't know what we know. This was the duel you thought sealed the deal.
And it probably should have. Yikinda getting way too tricky with it here, and as soon as he had dropped down mid at this point, the diffuser's just coming in, and wonderful. There was no doubt in his mind. Chopper here thought he just lost the wife, the kids, the house. It was all over, but no. Wonderful sits the defuse, and the guy had a rough time with clutches on overpass, had the final one to seal the deal to take us to map number 3, and is now keeping Spirit in it. One more round, and we go to double OT, and we do it one more time.
Let's see. Let's see. Will we just see? It's going to be basically a battle to see who can post the first T round.
Well, I think Liquid should be feeling pretty good to do so, because they had a great opportunity there with the trades in the mid round. If they can manifest that one more time, they might be able to get it done 19-17. But a timeout call from Spirit. They still have one more up their sleeve in case they do make it to that second OT. As I mentioned, starting to get late here, so the fatigue going to play a factor in a long series like this.
No doubt about it. Timeout just starting to elapse. Head in hands from Chopper on that one. I still can't get over that. I mean, it's a high stress scenario. You've just put so many hours, not only in preparation, but into the series itself. It's your opening game of IEM Cologne 2022, and it could all have been for naught. Or will you extend play, reset, wipe the slate clean, and it will all be determined in another MR3 bout? Patsy, he's been so good at finding openings. Let's see if he can rustle anything up. Yikinda, his debut in that jersey, and he's knocking on Chopper's door on Jaguar.
Well, has gotten the control and hasn't gone down to Patsy this time round, so a lot of space for him, and if he can just hold on to this cave position for the length of the round, it will allow the rest of Liquid to activate towards A. But we say A, guess what? Siren boosted up towards the tree. We haven't seen this just yet. Wonderful in tow over towards Temple, starting to flirt with the idea of a rotation, and Patsy in towards Donor. So they have a great setup if Liquid stick to their guns and want to finish towards A. Util being lined up and lobbed out. We saw extra rifles left in spawn.
Yeah, Wonderful just left with all their util, so it's going to be guns, bullets, and Sirens alive! Oh, and the rest of Liquid are not. Naf and Elige down. OT2, 2 frags away. It's Chopper rotating in.
I'm really confused with this. You got Yikinda as the point man here, but he's never there for an entry. He's always on his own on the other side of the map here. It's more Blame F-esque than it is a Yikinda special once he was on Outsiders, and there he is, cleaned up by Patsy, just the one man of OC to find with the AWP in the grey screen. Not long for this world. 18-18, destined to be the scoreline. Double OT might kick off with just as many fireworks here, because Spirit will be staying on this CT side to see if they can turn 3 into 6.
Yeah, it's time for their turn. We are going to be seeing them stay on that side, so it's Liquid's opportunity to try and post 1 T round. No one yet to do so here in overtime. They trade 2 3-0 halves, and we will go again. Straight back into things this time.
Yeah, there we go. That's a bit more like it from Spirit. They found their voice.
Quick reminder as well to all my Hydro homies during this one. I'm sure the players have forgotten as well during all the chaos, but make sure you're keeping yourself hydrated. Grab a quick glass of water as we jump on in to our...
Yeah, no break just yet. If we do go to triple OT, more than possible with how things are going, we will have another quick break just so you can catch your breath, run to the bathroom and get those snacks. But here we go. Liquid, can they break the spell or does Spirit continue?
Patsy He's up and again shuts them down. That's the trade you want to see though. It's a liege. Trades from his leader's death. No info for the CTs as to numbers on B, but there was bodies in mid.
And it was the scalp of Patsy, which is always a nice one to find early within these rounds. But it's not that he's been without help here. Wonderful. Posted on this aggressive line again. The 17-year-old has been finding success with the AWP. And what a time for him to find another trained on the line. Yakinda rounding this corner could be his demise, and we're about to see this unfold. Shadow, missed
nice
shot, and peppered.
Very wide peak on that, so he's gone for the low percentage play. He does go down though. Wallbang successful onto Wonderful.
When the chips are down, Chopper tends to be the lifeguard of this B site. We saw it in the early stages of Ancient.
He was just doing it on A as well. He really is doing it all. Second on the scoreboard alongside Patsy, just 3 frags trailing the hero of Spirit.
Well, 2 mollies here. They could deploy one towards the wooden cubby and maybe one towards the long side to try and deal with one of the pyramids, but a smoke being deployed from OC, it looks like it's going to be very deep here. Landing off towards the short position, and here they come.
No vision on that smoke. Magix might try his luck with the spray, and it does connect a little damage onto Naf. 9 seconds, big one back from OC. Naf provides as well. It puts Magix down and out, up to the 1v3. Quickly cuts it down to 2, but this is Liquid's best opportunity to post a T round here on the Ancient overtime.
They can't let this one get snatched away, and Magix should really have a go at this. Might need to reload. Only 10 bullets to his name here, and has 2 to find. Kit on his back. He can make this work.
OCA is open now, just finds cover. Liege looking the wrong way. Oh, info. He's got a good idea as where they are, but no, just on the swap. Yeah, those bullets do bite him in eventually, and there is the first T round we've seen in overtime.
Okay, well, Liquid are the first to break through, but how many more can they throw on the board? If they get 2, that's going to be fantastic for them going into the second half of OT number 2. And as I mentioned, yeah, throw caution to the wind in OT and be a little bit risque with it. Nitro, he's got the memo. He's going to bring out a MAC-10 and maybe run with this one.
We saw him get that double MAC-10 entry. They didn't convert, but we did see it work.
He's Zergan mid here, Alex. They're going to extinguish for him.
All right, they want to fight these. And no Patsy this time. It's Wonderful, and it's perfect. The MAC-10 runs down the AWPer. Siren on notice, 10 HP. The nade will find him. It's up to Patsy once again. And he's caught on the mantle. Again, he pulls a double kill out of nowhere, thin air. Patsy equipped now with the AK, not the weapon for Nitro wants to trifle with as he tucks into the donut position. Yakinda still just staring at a smoke on the other side of the map.
Yeah, all the action's going on without him here, and Patsy's going to be in towards T-spawn before Yakinda's even moved to muscle. OC just took out the rotation of Chopper over towards Temple, and Magic's making noise as well. OC cannot go back, otherwise he will give the bomb over to Patsy here, and he looks like he's going to walk straight into it.
Oh
Patsy with another!
How does he keep doing it? 3 frags from Patsy after a double entry for Liquid. I am losing my marbles. How? He is just such a savage. And now Yakinda at spawn is going to be another victim of Patsy. He has got himself 4. A quad kill, not only onto the bomb carrier, the AWPer, everyone. Just Nitro.
Well, someone needs to come to the rescue, and who better than Captain America right now to find Magix and Patsy side by side. Nitro can do this.
10 bullets though. 10 bullets is just not enough. 6. He really wants to re-peek on that. He won't get them both. They line up for him, but only the first. Spirit, what a recovery. Patsy is a godsend to this squad.
He is a revelation, maybe even revelation of the year so far, right? I think Sping's playing his form, right? That is got to be a conversation in itself. But Patsy, just the amount of times that he is able to pull off these round-winning maneuvers, and OC starting to feel the frustration. You can understand why Elige get a little bit testy too, and even Naf showing emotion. You can see it's getting to everybody now.
Yeah, this is it. This is when anything can happen. Look at it. Nitro straight out and about. Not messing around now. Patsy, Magix holding W, 1 and done. Patsy's still alive though. And it's a Yakinda into Chopper. We have got the B site open, and look at the speed of this. Patsy tries his luck. Patsy needs to go down, and Yakinda successfully manages it. Liquid could be looking at a second round now.
Surely they convert this, a 2-on-4 situation. The bomb site already theirs with 1:20 on the clock, and Naf's about to punch in those digits, turn that into 40. And Siren and Wonderful have to go for this. They have to give this one a crack. That's the first. 3 more to find.
Siren's turn. OC's going to be responsible for that ledge push-up. Oh! He hits it! OC's going to be screaming if this goes wrong. They could have had the clean runway.
4v2.
No way. No way. Liquid sweaty palms now. It's up to Wonderful. Look at the push. It's only on, and there you go. 2 T rounds for Liquid. We were talking about a battle for 1. They could have left with 3.
Yeah, now this is the question if Spirit can do the same, right? We've already seen how good these teams can be on the CT side, but it's about the puzzle solving on the T halves here. And some good shots here. Alicia's opening was great. That from Nitro was a little bit unfortunate there. Pipped the gap quite literally. Did wonderful. But Yakinda and Naf do not drop the ball. Is trying to keep morale high is Patsy. They're into the bite. They're into the T half as he's not heading towards mid this time. He is straight towards B. Wants to try his aim. Elsewhere is... Oh, that was a nade straight down the back pocket. Was that a team nade as well there? It did look a little bit like it. Siren's coming on over as well. Bunch of smokes on the map, and well, actually he's going to head back. So back and forth we go as the call yet to be decided for Spirit here.
High intensity Counter-Strike now. Bait for the AWP and the flash and switch. OC eats it. Wonderful feeds him. Patsy slipped over Nitro's watch.
Oh, this again. This was a problem for Liquid in 2 rounds, and it's looking like Patsy is going to be their nightmare once more.
Yeah, I mean, they're already frustrated, like real high tension in both teams. And yeah, completely with his knife out, booked with the lovely maneuver on the little ledge to get over Nitro's jiggle.
Both teams breaking the seal here of these T rounds.
Yeah, unless we get some heroics, this one's a set for a 20-20 tie.
Yeah, what's Elige meant to do? I'm watching him just move slowly, reluctantly as he gets gifted a kill. Chopper walks back, turned, 1 given back. Yakinda might be able to find Siren mid here if he does consider this late potential. Very noisy about this. Yakinda is not able to pivot in time, and Siren surely has sealed the deal.
Yeah, deal sealed. Now for Liege, 31 apiece. Been a long old game of Counter-Strike here. Patsy on that big box. He's got plenty of support. There shouldn't be any threat. 1 nice back from Elige, and time just a bit of a problem. And we will see things tie right back up. Okay, well, we asked if Spirit could do the same, Chad. They do in the first round of this T half.
Well, this is the key for everybody playing at home. Maybe not too familiar with how these overtimes finish on through. First of all, let's note the teamwork that went into finding that opening right there. But we're looking for 22 as the magic number. If it's 21-21, we will head to an ad break, and we will come on back with OT number 3. But this is 2 maps of Counter-Strike in 1 here, as we have hit the 40-round mark of Ancient. Incendiary's landing mid, dissuading any prying eyes of Spirit to look for room, to look for space, but they'll throw a smoke of their own to at least put question marks into the minds of Liquid. Nitro tasked with basically holding A on his lonesome from the donut position. Elige seeing if he can find anything to work with around that smoke.
With Nav here, they typically get set OC up for a peek, and there's this boost again that... Ooh, Yakinda has toppled, and a prime candidate in Patsy. Opening kill Liquid. Looking to at least secure that 3rd overtime.
Steps back out as well here. He surely warded them off for now, so with 1:10 left on the clock, there's still an opportunity to swing back between either side for Spirit here, or knuckle down and try mid for one last stand. A man up. Could be a round up, and locking in OT number 3 for Liquid would be fantastic. Off the back of that Yakinda opener. Another smoke. And more patience from Spirit here being deployed as they drop a top mid smoke through. Elige standing to fight, needs to be careful. Nitro should drop this now, and he will.
Good nade, slows them down. They could lose them both here. Nitro got to play his life now. Keeps the advantage for a moment. Yakinda has gone down to Wonderful. Magic does not manage his angles or expecting Nav. 25.
A is really the only choice.
Yeah, and I mean, Nitro is going to be tucked into A, I imagine. With 20 seconds left, he can just play for that contest of the site, hiding on the site. Barrel might be sticking out on their clears. We'll find out. Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Wonderful nose. Wonderful nose, and now the site is open. On the fly maneuver. Oh, OC, what is this aggression? Oh, he hits the flick through the box. Chopper to swing. OC dead, and this looks buried. Team Spirit take 21. What a recovery.
What a recovery. They had the disadvantage, then the advantage was continually held on to until that opener from Wonderful. 29 and counting for him. Young gun, big tournament, big team.
That is a huge round right there, and Chopper's found his voice once more. Spirit, I think they've broken through. I think in a war of attrition right now, Liquid are done. They're on toast. The emotions for both teams, it's been an absolute roller coaster, but pace, name of the game. Magic straight out mid here, looking for a fight. The Molotov burning away.
So much damage. 3 of them operating within that one-shot headshot radius, and you've got this MP9. It's a good weapon for these softened up Ts. Elige maybe considering a couple more sprays. Here they come. They're coming knocking on a Nitro's door. 1 and a lot more damage. Elige needed that, and it's Siren who delivers a quick 2-piece meal. Liquid down a man. Oh, he may not be expecting Magics. They're going to walk straight into this, Naf. Not going to clear it. Spirit are going to find the clean T-half to close and take Liquid down a peg. Up to OC and Yakinda to change the dialogue. A man on either site. And a whole minute for Team Spirit to work their magic. Does it really end? Does it really end here?
Letting the round come to them. They've slinked 4 in towards Donut right now. This is on OC. The opportunity with the AWP, the North American AWPer, the best we've had in a while. Can he save them?
He certainly can start. First found, lots more there, and perfect from Siren. He's had a high impact game, but that round has sealed it. Yakinda, hot and cold, Katy Perry style. He's got nades, but has he really got hope? 3 to find. Magic's all posted. Siren ready for the trade. It's just a matter of time. Seconds in it, and there you have it. Team Spirit with a flawless T finish in the second overtime of the 3rd map, Group B opener. Team Spirit gotta be happy with that one.
Yeah, Team Liquid are gonna have to wait for the win with Yakinda. They'll give you a map, but they won't give you the series. They don't give up, and the plucky Spirit from the major turning heads continue to do so now at IEM Cologne for 2022.
No Dexter, no problem. They do deliver. And I mean, the roller